Hey guys, I am Blue Piccolo, welcome to my channel. Today we'll be doing something a little bit more different than usual. We'll be doing Dragon Ball Super review. I'm pretty excited for it, so let's get it on. Alright, so that was a hell of an episode, alright? The episode 96 of Dragon Ball Super started off with the Supreme Kais and God of Destructions gathering to check out the stage where the Universal Survival Arc will be happening. So basically, some of the God of Destructions of other universes, Universe 1, 8, and 5, they thought that the stage itself wouldn't withstand the destruction of the people of the all the universes trying to basically survive and fight for their life. And Daishinkan just came down and said, like, dude, if you want to try out the stage, try it for yourself. So Ivan, who shares the same name with me from Universe 1, is volunteering to fight. Universe 8's Liquor, I think it's pronounced Rikiru in Japanese, and Universe 5's Araku. So they all volunteered to fight, and it was an epic fight. I actually expected like them to go ki blast and stuff, but it was a really high-paced, fast fighting scene. I really enjoyed it. And anyway, when they finished, they all thought that they could impress Zeno-sama by doing their little fight scene, but it seems as though Zeno-sama was resting and sleeping, did not care at all about their performance. So Daishinkan, on top of that, told them to repair the stage because they actually damaged the stage a little bit in their skirmish, and so he even appointed them to fix the stage for him. So they were not pleased about that. Anyway, we're back in Universe 7. Frieza finally shows up at the Capsule Corporation to meet all the other Universe 7 fighters, and it's the same crew. They all have a history together. Frieza has a history with almost each and every one of the fighters on Universe 7, so that was pretty amazing. The reaction of all the people was pretty lit. Gohan insists on teamwork. Supreme Kai supports him. They all think that it's really important that they use their strategies to fight as a group, and when one person from the other team approaches, they fight 2-on-1, and if two people approach them, two enemies, they fight 3-on-2 and so on. But Goku and Vegeta do not agree. Vegeta and Goku, they are proud Saiyans. They don't want to use tactics like that. They want to fight 1-on-1, 2-on-2, stuff like that. They're really proud and they like fair fights. So anyway, we'll see how it plays out, but basically Beerus is like pissed. All Beerus wants is the Universe 7 to win and for them to survive. There's another funny scene right after that, in which Whis tells everyone that it's time for them to go finally to the stage where it all happens. And he tells everyone to form a circle and hold hands so he can teleport them onto the stage where the tournament is about to happen. So they basically all do it except Vegeta. He does not want to hold hands with Frieza because Frieza is the one who doesn't have a pair, and he was like, no way, and he almost flipped, and he almost snapped, and started fighting, started charging up because he got in an argument with Frieza about it. But Beerus jumps in and he holds Frieza's hands and says like, Vegeta, come on, we don't have time for this, grab my hand, let's go. And later on we find out that Whis fabricated our holding hand thing so they can bond a little bit. It wasn't necessary to teleport. That was so funny. But Beerus was like, you gained nothing. They even argued even more than before. So that was kind of funny. Anyway, we are introduced to the fighting stage. It's made of some special material that is really durable and hard. We find that out. Also, there's been an additional rule added to the fighting stage itself. You cannot use ki to levitate and fly around the ring. Now that is very interesting. I think no one expected that to happen. We thought that there will be some limit to flying and stuff like that, but they have completely ruled it out. There's some kind of a special force that's disabling you from flying. Also, the gravity that is affecting each individual character will be adjusted to the gravity of their native planet, the planet they were born on. So, for example, Goku will feel the gravity the ring produces like he is on Earth, while Vegeta will probably feel the gravity like on planet Vegeta. Now that is very interesting. If I remember correctly, the gravity on planet Vegeta is greater than on Earth because this planet itself is smaller. So anyway, we have a cool glimpse where Frost meets Frieza for the first time. They take a look at each other, very interesting, like sizing up. They recognize that they're the same race and everything, and eventually we come to a part where they approach one another and they talk about plans to maybe do some teamwork and in the tournament to come, maybe help each other a little bit. I don't know how that's gonna work, because if one helps the other win, one will eventually perish, because the rules say that the universe that survives is the only one who will get to live. So I don't know how exactly that will work, but maybe they will plan a coup of some kind. That would be very daring, but knowing Frieza, anything is possible. Just as Frieza notices Frost, other characters from Universe 6 are here, and that includes the entire crew and the new additional fighters like Kale and Caulifla. So Goku goes basically to greet the new Saiyans from Universe 6. Now this is very interesting. Goku meets new Saiyans for the first time. Goku is very surprised to see the girl Saiyans for the first time. He puts out his hand to shake, but Caulifla she smacks his hand and says like, I will not participate in any kind of being friends with an opposing team member. That's just silly to her. So Goku laughs it off. And before that, we see Kabe run to Vegeta, calls him Master Shishu, but Vegeta does not care about stuff like that. He says, I'm not your master, but we know there's been like some kind of a bonding between those two. Right after that, Universe 11 spawns. They teleport into the ring itself. Everyone's eyes are on them, especially Goku and Vegeta, who can feel significant power coming out of the members of Universe 11, which is really, really interesting. The other people like Caulifla are not that worried. I think they cannot sense the threat that the Universe 11 poses. She even says, what are these guys afraid of? They must be weaklings because they're afraid of guys like that. Probably judging only by their appearance, because they're mostly skinny, weird looking, in tights and everything. Universe 11 has 10 members, and Goku goes off to greet him. He recognizes Toppo. He says, we'll have our rematch, we'll finish our fight basically in the upcoming tournament, but Toppo does not care about stuff like that. He says, you're just an enemy to me. Toppo just wants to protect his universe. He doesn't care about personal vendetta or anything like that. Of course, Goku sees Jiren. We get to see Jiren for the first time, and Goku basically next to each other. And Goku feels the tremendous power coming out of Jiren. He approaches him, but Jiren just vanishes. Goku could not follow his movement. Jiren basically just instant transmissions right behind Goku and says, get out of here. Well, that was very cool. Goku got shocked a little bit. He got a surprise, I think, by that. He did not expect him to move that fast. So anyway, we got a full glimpse of all the teams right now. This is the most fun part of the episode for me. So we go from Universe 2 up to Universe 11, and in Universe 2 we see a bunch of girls that transform to huge women. I think that's pretty interesting to see what happens in the transformation. Are they more powerful, or what actually happens. And Goku notices that in this team, Universe 2, we see a member of the race Yardred that is essentially from Universe 7. They are the people who taught Goku how to do instant transmission. So basically, Goku notices him and they're worried that they might use instant transmission against them at some point. And there are also some demon-looking characters in that universe, so we'll see what they're about basically. Universe 3 are consisted of those robots we've seen in the past episodes. So robots that are they're basically created for the purpose of this tournament. They're mechanical fighters and they have some kind of a leader with them. There is a professor, an engineer, mechanic, I don't know what it is. He's wielding a staff of some kind, probably their leader. And as for Universe 4, they're kind of uniform and look. They all have kind of a bluish blue skin, and they all look like some kind of fish-like merman-looking characters. And of course, a really familiar face in Universe 4 is the assassin that was sent to spy on Universe 7 at a few episodes back. So we'll see more about his interaction with Goku in the next episode. It's been hinted in the preview. Of course, someone notices that there are only 8 characters in that team. So Universe 4 only 8 characters, but someone else said that there is some presence there that they cannot see. There is someone else there. So anyway, we jump on to Universe 6. We see a lot of familiar faces there, like Matamo, Magetta, Kaba, Frost, Hit, and the addition of Caulifla, Kale, and pig-looking characters. So we'll see what's he about. But I could only see 8 fighters on the screen when they were showing Universe 6. Anyway, on to Universe 9. That is the team that Universe 7 fought in the prelims. The warm-up match for the Xenosamas. They are the Wolf brothers, and of course there were some other demon-looking characters among them, some animal-like, some demon-like. So we'll see if some of their other characters are more powerful than the wolves, because they probably won't pose as much of a threat in the tournament as they are right now. So Universe 10 is Gawasu's team. They are the strongmen. They were shown a couple of episodes ago. They're all drinking protein shakes and whatnot. And interesting thing that their leader reminds me of Zarbon. So they have like a very feminine leader carrying a rose or something, long hair, and he reminds me of the Zarbon's first form. So we'll see what's he about. Maybe he is strong. We will see. And Universe 11, of course, at the end, notice that there are 10 members exactly. They're all dressed the same, so they are from the same team. And their pose at the end reminds me of Ginyu Force. So maybe there will be some puns, some throwbacks at the Ginyu Force because of their posing and everything. Anyway guys, that's been my review for episode 96. It's been really fun. I hope you had fun as well as much as I did filming this. So I'll see you the next time. Bye guys.